so that I need to follow the standards here. And to bring you guys awake a little bit after enjoying so many topics, diverse issues and perspective here. And so glad that a lot of expertise and reflections share with us so that we can see to make our healthy city is not that easy, for sure. Complicated, costly, requires some literacy, and one people could not do anything, for sure. To have a change, to have something better for the society, to sustaining something is kind of huge effort. That's why I try to put this topic to be a little bit challenge for me as well, to be the one who present something related to real. But the real thing is the fact, and we can move forward from the fact. Because we are so diverse, we are different. How to treat the differences properly, equally, empathizing. Oh, that's hard. Because we still see some gap. We still see a lot of inequalities. That's why I think to talk about this, I try to rearrange the contents to think about something quite big, quite broad, quite ideal, but later we're gonna see how to make it happen, how to make it real from the reality. Probably we may need to think about, now we are standing in the small pieces of the world, but actually we are not stay alone. We stay together, but seem so lonely. Because issues that happen in everyone need to taking care of themselves so much. We could not rely so heavily to the public, to something that actually it should be something that we should be reliable. It should be reliable, but it's not. Everything is so uncertainty. Look at the past on March that we have the earthquake. Actually, those kind of the situation, the center of the earthquake is in Myanmar, but look at the disaster happened to Bangkok. I think it's recall again and awaken all the society that what went wrong to us. It's not just about the building standard only. It's about law, it's about ethics, it's about humanity. It's so complicated when we talk about just one issue. But disaster is not only one issue. Now it's more complicated that we are dealing with the urbanization. Urbanization is kind of the cycle. When people migrate somewhere, when it requires a lot of resources, it's more dense, more problem. People will move again. Because people are so smart, just a second, it flips our thoughts. I think when you hear, or the professor here, your idea change a lot. The momentum is here. But after we finish the talk, you're getting out. You face with the difficulty in Thailand, in Bangkok. Your thought going to be coming back again. Oh, nothing can be changed. But when you see this energy, you say, oh, some hope is here. Some hope is here. But how to make the hope to be happen, that's the thing. So to deal with the situation is not that easy because something so dynamic, something quite complicated. We require huge expertise, and whole expertise needs to look at the same problem. So to talk about that, to get people to talk the same thing is not that easy. To get these valuable people, time, effort, contribution is also not that easy. And how to make everyone get together, get understanding is also not easy. And to deal with so diverse, multi-stakeholder and also multi-nationality, belief, norms, everything is so complicated. Then to talk about those complications is also another layers, topping with the healthy issues. To talk with the healthy issues is also quite complicated because all the urban environment related to something that influence on the interaction to the people. It's related to our behavior. It's related to our belief. It's related to our daily life. And look at our daily life here. We face a lot of problems on the migration. When the rural area faced with some economic problem, more poverty problems, happen on them, more disaster, they need to move to get to the city where they can get some more income. Even the housing is not proper. They need to be so patient because no choices for them. Who care? Government supposed to care. Or you yourself supposed to care yourself. But to make the life better, we have another hope again, kind of the chain effect. Probably we need to rely on the education. But what about the good education? It's also another thing about inequality. To access the school is not so easy. I think you can talk with the Department of Land Transportation people to get to the school. People live very far away. If they want to go to the school, what do you think about that? Thai people may think, oh, you can go by motorcycle rather than go to the school bus. So something like that is kind of the dilemma and also something easy, but everything looks so difficult. It should be easy, right, to walk to school, bike to school. But the school location, look at those things. It's not placed properly. It requires a huge and also distances. So to get good education is something, forget about it. If you are growing in some poor family, so to get good school is something so difficult. And thank Professor Wang that if you can distribute some scholarship and opportunity to the student. So look at this. If we talk about something urbanization, affordability to the good infrastructure, public facility, it's already the layers to put some burden to the people. And then if you talk about physical activity, walking, something exercise, is something looking to be kind of the luxury behavior. Like they need to pay for the gym. Rather than enjoy daily walking, daily socializing to meet up with friends, neighbor, forget about it because you need to get to work very early morning. Probably some of us need to wake up so early, like 5 o'clock to get to work by 8. Come on, Thai people so diligent to work, right? But look at the productivity. It's not. It's not because everything is lost already. Your mental illness, your stress is there, anxiety, of course. And look at the public transportation. Again, the fare and everything is so burdened to the people. And when we want to walk, okay, I'm very poor. I want to walk because free of charge and good health. But the distance is also another barrier. And also, what about the air quality? Just to breathe the clean air. You also could not understand, the data that you have now is reliable or not. Is that true? Is that good to rely or not? That's also the things that every day is like that. The last thing is just to have the good choice for mobilize ourselves. It's also difficult. Forget about school bus, looking at the bus system. No one understands how to use the bus somehow. No one have no information. Actually, it should be quite easy just to walk to the bus stop and get to go somewhere. But here, make everything so complicated and not a choice for all. We just talk about all people. People diverse, like gender diverse, income diverse, education diverse, everything so diverse. So that things here is like, when we talk about something so typical thing, basically things is like how to make your life sustaining a little longer. We need to think about, it's not that easy because a lot of health issue. Just want to have the healthy and safety life is also not that easy. Because you can see from the statistic, the cause of the death is from the communicable diseases, from the incommunicable diseases, and also from the injuries. Thailand and Bangkok is the first ranking for all, really. Look at the accident. We are top 3 all the ways. 321, 123, 231, like that. We know the causes of the accident, like human behavior, vehicle, and also road and environment. We know that's a broad kind of the causes, plus speed, that is safe system approaches. But look at these top 10 diseases. It's not just only arts. It's not about health literacy. It's about interaction between individual and the environment. Environment means like, okay, we are in the same room. What about the air quality, quality, indoor air quality? We never aware about that. Probably in the developed world, it's already guaranteed. But in the developing world, how we can make ourselves sure that it's good or not, and nobody aware. And then look at the possibility to have the good friend, good neighbors, to have the socializing. Come on, if you stay in the condominium, you probably might not know who is your neighbor. We focus so much to get to work on time every day. Forget everything. You have only your life and work, but love never care you. So that's happened, kind of the sad, but it's real, it's true. And we can see like the life expectancy should be like 70 something, but look at the Thai people. When they get so young, when they go to school, it's so hard. They need to ride the motorbike because public transport is not there. Walk is, forget about it. So that, come on, like less than 15 years old, how they can ride the safe? Actually, it's illegal to ride, but seems like they have no choice. Sometimes they need to get to school by themselves, but never reach the school. That's so sad that just people want to do some trip, but they need to getting lost on the way. They never reach their destination, and also the destination of life. It's so sad. And it's sadder if we see some more determinants here. A lot of dimension related to the health and well-being of the people. And when we talk about this, we can see like, oh, from the root of that tree until the top of that tree. We see like, oh, underlying the system is about, oh, a lot of social problem, economics problem. How to unfold this to be able to monitor each indicators. Sometimes government did not show anything in the real figure and in the smaller figure to us. Scaling could not do it. And also if we go a little further to the top, it's related to the health outcome. And most of the time we ask people, oh, you need to take care of yourself. Oh my God, how to take care of ourselves? Everything is so hard. Everything is so complicated. So we require a huge system to unfold this because it's related to the health behavior. It's related to the social determinants. It's related to the health literacy, which should come from the school. But look at our educational system. Seems like when we want something formally, it's not there. Probably informally, it's something like this networking should share something as a kind of the digital device should come provide some solution for us. Because we can see like the healthy is not begin from something that intake, but it's about the interaction to the people. It's about daily activity, daily life, routinely. Like when you wake up, when you get to work, get to school, get to some activity, that's the routinely. How to make it great and good. How to have a clean air, how to have a walkable, how to have the green environment. Because don't forget that the healthy is not just about the physical health. It's about mental health as well. How to release some stress, some anxiety. You need to talk to people. You need to meet up with the people. But right now, people always enjoy their another world, which is not the real one. So that's kind of thing already like change our lifestyle, and we can see like the health is related to the largely determinants. See the things here from the small level, like individual one. Okay, we could not change the age, but we can do something to change our health condition. We could not change some of ourselves, but we can change the city. The city should provide something related to our lifestyle, force us to enjoy outdoor, force us to enjoy activity, force us to enjoy more physical activity, and also force us to have good friends, good network, good relationship, good neighbors, and or whatsoever. If we enjoy alone, like going with dogs, with cats, with bike, it should be able to allow us to do that because it should be free for everyone. But look at the reality. The space is not there. The space is not there means it's not allowed us to do, right? Because if you do it, you dare to die on the streets. That's the thing. Just to get to friend, you die before you get to go to see your friend. It's something so weird and so sad and so horrible. So what we should flip these things to make it more healthier to the city and to the people is the thing that probably we need to think about something innovation. And innovation is not just about technology or devices. It probably related to something about the philosophy of thinking, something about innovate to social, to economics, and to adapt and adopt and to combine with how we can shape something more publicly to let all people that's so dissimilar enjoy something similar quality. That's huge work that we need to share our responsibility. Look at this diagram, something that Professor Wang already talked about planet. That is there. How to keep our biodiversity, it's huge. If we could not monitor, measure, understand, how we can understand that what went wrong to our system. We enjoy day by day and day by day. It's gone a year, 10 years, a decade. And now when we realize it's maybe too late already, we could not just let our expertise from somewhere to help us anymore. If we not understand by helping ourselves. And then if we understand those kind of planetary, we can lead to further step until at the local one, at the individual one. We can enjoy, we can understand like, at this age, what we need to facilitate them, accommodate them, support them, helping them. And sometimes it's so complicated when we talk about something sustained, because it's like, okay, if we want to go to something environment, something forest, timber, actually, I think Thailand is one of the most rich of the resources before. But look at us now. Something exists doesn't mean it will exist, right? Like something very philosophy, you have something, probably you don't have anything, you have nothing. So this kind of thing to allow us to aware, like if we want to keep those kind of the literacy, understanding, and let everyone take a look something so common and share something. I think Tim already mentioned about Fab Cafe. I think those kind of places is about to let people to participate and look at something similar and share their knowledge, expertise, and help each other and make it in the innovative approaches. So that kind of thing, how we can make it happen to the real society, because Fab Cafe is so nice and that's so good, but still very limited. But how we can like make it more accessible for local people, and that can be the place for people to help each other and understand things like from very individual one to the ecosystem and global level. Because when we talk about health again, we can see like from the day one, like when we are so young, like Kai baby, until the end of our life, the health capacity in terms of the functional and intrinsic is going to be deteriorate by time. How to sustain it is not about, you talk about aging, we already age. You need to keep those kind of the mindset, attitude, understanding, and support them since they were so young, because we want something more friendly for all age. You need to allow the kids to walk. Like Japanese people, I think they're so like lifelong, I mean like more than 100 years in average life expectancy. Yeah, it's much more than Thai people for sure, because they walk to transit. They're more active mobility. They enjoy outdoor. They enjoy their environment because their environment is clean, good, and standardized enough for people to enjoy it. If you ask people to leave to enjoy the river, look at our river. Bangkok is Venice of the East. We have a huge network of the canals, water, and how people can enjoy canal. Oh my God, we can ask some of our participants, what about our canal? Can you swim? Can you play? Can you let your kids play around there? You will ask your kid, get away from the canal, right? But when Japanese people, you go with your family, let's go enjoy. That's the thing that how we can ask people to enjoy outdoor, to enjoy environment, how to love environment. We just teach them, from the book. Like, you should love the environment, love something green, but actually something love is something action, not something like you just say something, it's nothing. That is developing world again. So I think sometimes, and look at the, on your left-hand side, the capacity of the human being and health level and condition from the day one until the end is about the things that you support them. If you support them with something quite good, very supportive, the capacity will be enhanced. Things gonna support is not about the parents to taking care of you, but it's from the medical services, from the education, and that gonna go to your individual health literacy, and it will go to the literacy to other aspect of the city, and it's all responsible for everyone. So to make it real, it's about how to make everyone understand themselves and go to the direction that to save themselves and save others, so that they need to adopt it into that discipline. They can go to be medical doctor, they can go to be policeman, urban planner, engineer, but they need to adopt it, make it standardized. Like building engineer, you need to have kind of standards so that when we talk about the disaster, oh, no problem, it's so safe. But right now, even we are here now, and if something happens, we are not sure how to evacuate. Is it safe or not? Still a big question. See? So what kind of the society we are? So to talk about those kind of things, not only the daily life, but some emergency disaster, we need to be able to understand what's the role of people, what's the knowledge of the people to taking care of themselves. And also, if we want to do that so smart way, for sure, education, university, research and development must be integrated to the system, to the whole system. This is about to let people understand. This is our current research. Actually, not that current. A couple years ago, like 5-7 years ago, we tried to make it more understandable. Like in Thailand, the data is not that easy. So that we need to let our researcher, our student, to go on site, do the questionnaire survey, 1,000, 2,000, and incorporate questionnaire survey, like opinion. We could not incorporate the public health data together with the urban planning layers. We need to ask people to get from the respondents as a sampling and get their health data. For example, how many diseases you have, the payment per month, or how often that you been to the hospital. So this kind of thing, we ask them about kind of diseases like blood pressure, allergy, diabetes, or other things. And putting it together with the mapping and try to understand the context of the city. And we try to see some association. I just thinking like, oh, if we have huge data, good one, so everyone can understand where it's good, where it's bad, how to improve it. Not about, ignore and complain, but how to move forward. That's kind of thing that we put a huge effort to get to incorporate. Actually, it looks so small, right? But to gather the data is not that easy. And also to ask people about this kind of personal information, ethical thing, everything should be done. And also, after that, we also try to link with the other issues in terms of the urban environment, like air quality, housing condition, PM2.5, transportation condition, water quality, waste management, industrial pollution. Everything we try to incorporate those to see what went wrong in terms of the health, well-being, behavior, and also the urban planning issues. To see like, if we can fix something, it should be great in terms of the law and regulation or something that could help people if we create some scenario or option or alternatives to help people. And not only those like static layer, that later we can do the sensor to collect the data. We also try to monitor like how easy people to get to something quite neighborhood level, city level, and also regional level. Because we also have hypothesized like, people should be able to go to market easy, people should go to the grocery, go to neighbor easy, but it's not. In the reality, it's shown in the map that the affordability and accessibility is going something so limit the choice for people. If you have less choice, few choice, looking at the fact and the problem, people are so suffering about this. Should be easy step and very first step when we do the city planning to let people have a good choice for their life and then make the good environment for them to enjoy daily activities. And also we try to incorporate this to understand the whole city, because the whole city have so much different in terms of the context and also some of the placing of the infrastructure, facilities, mobility is also different. So when we try to formulate those kind of typologies, we try to mapping with another layers of the policy, planning, behavior of the people, and we try to interpret about something should be problems that if we can propose some policy or talk to the stakeholder that can fix those kind of things, that should be great. And then we are also dealing with the observation of the housing of the people. We go to walk around to understand the context of the mobilities. We can see like some rural area and remote area. Accessibility is not just only the street and roadway. They need to go to the canal. And then when they are young, they were young, like canal is all right for boating. But when they grow, age, no more. No more mean, could not move anywhere. So they become age with the physical problem and also mentally problem. They isolated themselves and then they're gonna be from homebound to be bedbound. That's also another extremely problem. See, this kind of thing like need to be observed, understand, and support very well planned, very well care, and comprehensive one to understand those spectrum of the needs and demand of the people from the individual level like gender, age, other socio-economic condition, and then housing condition, then neighborhoods, environment, that easy for them to get friends, get good neighbors or not, and then other is about to enjoy facilities or amenity at the city level, and then gonna be policy at the regional level. So this kind of thing, it's look not that complicated, but when we talk about the reality is more complicated, so that the data is required for sure for us to understand and monitor. And then with something that we can see, we can bring expertise from everyone, not only in Thailand, but around the world to help to do experiment, to do something change, to do something happen. And then when we talk about that, another layer is about to get the correct understanding, to talk to people, to observe, to see what is the reality. It's also another huge task because like community people are so diverse and their availability time for arranging to meet up, to do focus group is also another like effort that you need to take a look. And also when we talk about this, we can see like the things that we need to incorporate to the planning is all about understanding. To have the correct understanding, probably go to the right solution. But the right solution is about the time. Time change, solution should be changed. We could not just thinking that one fit for all and forever, nothing forever. So that's why I think research development and data must be there to understand these holistic approaches and how it can be related from the physical things until the things that intangible, from physical health and also the mental health. I think this kind of thing so much related, and also to observe the changes like lifestyle, generation, gender, and so on. It's quite complicated. So that it is a must for us to get together, and this network could be somehow make it better. And looking forward to make it real for our society. Thank you.